Shooter games are preparing to deliver faster combat, smarter enemies, and more demanding encounters. These upcoming titles are focusing on tighter gunplay and stronger atmosphere alongside larger battle scenarios. Let's get into it. The Defiant is a story-driven first-person shooter by Houthane, set during the Second Sino-Japanese War in 1930s to 1940s China, and built as a single-player game. Gameplay moves between gunfights, stealth, and espionage, with missions that switch from open combat to quiet infiltration. Players use real weapons from the time, including the Hanyang rifle, Mauser pistol, and MP-18, while a companion system supports gameplay and story moments.
Captain, faster!
Canyons is a post-apocalyptic third-person cooperative PvE shooter by Red Ruin Softworks, built around extraction-style missions with survival elements. Players can go solo or play in teams, traveling through a harsh desert with storms while using large mobile land ships called crawlers as transport and moving bases. Combat includes fighting the awakened, mutated creatures, and hostile human groups, with choices affecting how factions react. Between missions, players return to a home base to build facilities, manage resources, and improve characters through professions and special abilities.
Only the warriors of the Order and their faith can save what remains.
That's a goddamn train!
Looks like a couple defiled over there.
Got him!
14 Years of Flames is a story-driven single-player first-person by Feng Huo Studio that covers China's Second Sino-Japanese War from 1931 to 1945 from a Chinese perspective. The campaign is built around 16 real historical events, with players controlling 7 different characters to show both soldier and civilian viewpoints. Gameplay uses grounded gunfights with historically accurate weapons and gear, with missions focused on storytelling and realism rather than large-scale action.
一切意义都没了。我们的追求一致，过上舒服的生活，不是吗？看看曼德如今的繁荣与进步，我们的都是亚细亚同胞兄弟，共保和平，才能共荣大东亚。周队长已经加入了我们，赵兄弟要是不嫌弃，就请来担任皇协军队长。今天晚上，我们得先去喝2杯，然后再。
哭了！
WW1 Gallipoli moves toward a narrative drawn from historical events. Prolonged campaigns and harsh conditions shape expectations around endurance and sacrifice. The focus remains on sustained confrontation and human cost. The story reflects soldiers facing exhaustion, uncertainty, and the reality of fighting over limited ground. Active Matter is a hardcore extraction shooter from the creators of Enlisted and War Thunder, built around PvP/VE raids in unstable zones. Players fight other operatives, monsters, and anomalies while collecting active matter and escaping before areas collapse. Combat uses realistic weapons, vehicles, and gravity-shifting anomalies that change movement and firefights, with progress carried through base and gear upgrades after each raid.
만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면
Mudang Two Hearts is a story-driven third-person tactical action game by EVR Studio that takes place in a near-future Korea under political tension. Players switch between two characters, a North Korean operative and a K-pop idol, each with different skills and roles during missions. Gameplay supports stealth, close combat, or direct action using gadgets, cover, and the environment, with missions designed to react to player choices and story events.
믿고 싶었다. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것입니다. 누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태!
Recent flooding and pandemic, access to all external areas is restricted.
The Sinking City 2 continues the series' focus on mystery and growing danger. The narrative builds around unresolved questions and escalating threats. The setting remains hostile and unpredictable. Tension rises as dangers become more difficult to understand or control. The story reinforces unease through constant uncertainty.
A final symphony.
Beautiful Light is a PvPvE tactical extraction shooter with a horror theme where 6 teams of 3 enter dangerous areas to extract an artifact. Players fight other squads while also dealing with player-controlled monsters called anomalies. A unique system allows players to take control of an anomaly during a match, creating uneven fights. Gameplay is built around risky extraction, possible gear loss, and team coordination, using systems developed in Unreal Engine 5.
Standing before
God. And here you are, on the edge of the Creator, listening to the echoes of a written story. See. The world will collapse. And while you stand in the midst of nothingness, searching for light in the darkness, only grasping the truth in the final reckoning, we were caught in the Rubicon's flow. Behind the high ramparts, where it cannot see us, we recite our final words. Motherland, bless your children who are about to die. Beyond my sword and behind my shield, I smile, because against all odds, I will triumph.
What do we have here?
ExeKiller is a single-player, first-person action game set in a post-apocalyptic cyber-western setting. Players control a bounty hunter named Denzel Phoenix, taking on contracts that can be handled through gunfights, stealth, dialogue, or hacking. Progress comes from weapon upgrades, cybernetic implants, and tools instead of character levels, with missions allowing different approaches inside semi-open areas and choices affecting how situations play out.
Empty.
What the hell is going on here?
This is for your own good. Event flag for security. Uplink error.
Shit, I'm out.
Please stand.
Finally. Was it worth it? Of course it was.
Far, Far West will take place in a twisted frontier filled with danger. Groups will face unpredictable opposition across unstable territory. The setting mixes unfamiliar threats with constant confrontation. Cooperation becomes necessary as chaos spreads. Survival depends on facing danger together. Frostrail is a co-op first-person survival shooter where players travel across a frozen wasteland aboard a steam-powered train that acts as their mobile base. Gameplay revolves around managing the train, adding new carriages and systems, and heading out to scavenge supplies while surviving extreme cold. Players fight hostile creatures called revenants and rely on crafted weapons, tools, and teamwork to stay alive. The structure supports solo play or small co-op groups, with survival decisions tied closely to resource use and train upgrades. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando is a 4-player co-op first-person shooter built around fighting large monster hordes inside a dangerous exclusion zone. Players work as a team, using firearms, melee weapons, special character abilities, and off-road vehicles to handle heavy enemy pressure. Missions focus on fast combat, shared objectives, and moving through open areas while managing threats from multiple directions. The game is designed entirely for online co-op play, with systems built to support constant action and large numbers of enemies on screen.
Alright! Could use some help now!
I need some first. Can you all please cover me?
Whatever works! Freeze! ADF!
Cinder City is about life inside a large, crowded city where conflict has taken over daily existence. Different groups fight to control neighborhoods, resources, and influence. Order slowly breaks down as trust disappears and tension spreads through the streets. Violence becomes a regular part of survival as power moves from one group to another. The city itself remains the main stage where all conflict continues to unfold. Xerxes Shadow is a story-driven space combat game where players control a pilot named Solomon during large battles across space. Gameplay combines first-person dogfights in a Trident fighter with on-foot sections inside large ships and real-time control of allied fleets. Combat shifts between fast space fights, ship interiors, and command decisions that change how battles play out, all tied to a narrative built around an alien hive mind connection.
Every system, every world.
The great Silkovsky once said,
Atomic Heart 2 is an open-world action RPG that continues the story of the first game on a much larger global scale. Gameplay expands combat by allowing glove powers and weapons to be used together, with deeper skill systems and weapon upgrades shaping how fights play out. Movement is broader, using tools like a glider, grappling hook, and other traversal options to move across wide areas. The game keeps its retro-futuristic Soviet setting while focusing on a more interactive world, returning characters and story-driven progression.
the dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.